The creation of a sovereign wealth fund was proposed by President David Granger soon after ExxonMobil had announced its optimistic petrocarbon findings in Guyana's waters. Since then, the government has made considerable strides in making this vision a reality. The administration consulted with several international partners who have pledged their support for the initiative. This has led to the ongoing workshop at the Artichon Convention Center, which kicked off on Wednesday to develop a framework for the fund.
Government had a central role as guardians of their country's financial assets. Creating wealth funds are a very appropriate way to uphold their public responsibility. These funds have now become an increasingly important factor in economic development in emerging markets. We are pleased to see Guyana is being proactive in exploring the possibilities of establishing a sovereign wealth fund. The government of Canada remains committed to working with your country and other partners on this initiative.
His Excellency PIERRE, Canadian High Commissioner to Guyana, offering brief remarks. He stated that Canada successfully established this fund and is being widely used as a model for other countries. Attending the event was Minister of Governance RAPHAEL TROTMAN, who said Guyana is rich, but for too long the country has not capitalized on its potential.
It is also a fact that for too long that wealth has not been realized due to lack of enabling economies or human failing. In our infancy, we are told of Guyana's vast potential, yet most have passed on and many have moved away not experiencing the power of that potential. We are the inheritors of the patrimony of Guyana, and it is our sacred duty to not only preserve it, but to develop it so that when we bequeath it, we pass something that has progressed from potential to reality, from hope to substance.
Trotman noted that the workshop prepares Guyana for the heavy responsibility of managing its resources for this and future generations. The governance minister further stated that failing to get a handle on this could have devastating implications.
We live in a moment that will not pass this way again. If we get this wrong, we condemn Guyanese to eternal poverty. If we get it right, we ensure that the name of Guyanese and of Guyana will last in perpetuity. Time is of the essence.
Trotman said for this reason, the new government has embarked on a resource management process that seeks to enhance performance and change the current path to more prosperous outcomes. He explained that new fiscal and legal structures are being examined to ensure the sustainable exploitation of the extractive industries.
These fiscal structures are to be built taking the lesson learned by other countries and Guyana's own unique context into consideration. Which strategies and policies maximize the net benefits from resource development projects, and how can industry and governments work together to reform poor governance models in favor of greater transparency and accountability are all areas to be explored and answered on this journey.
Trotman relayed government's intended use for the proceeds from the fund.
Earnings from all of our natural resources will be housed within resource wealth management funds to the benefit of all Guyanese in three key areas. Firstly, to provide savings for future generations. Secondly, to allow for budget support in times of economic downturns, and also for infrastructural development to ensure that there are roads to create better access to improve ease of trade and development within hinterland communities and across Guyana, and of course to build schools that ensure meaningful investment in our children. These funds could, for example, proudly carry the names of Guyana's three highest mountain peaks, namely Mount Roraima, Mount Iangana, and Mount Kaburi.
Minister Trotman said Guyana stands ready to accept support to develop its extractive industries and to ensure that Guyanese are involved at all levels. A poignant unanswered question posed by the minister is how Guyanese can ensure that in the development of the extractive industries, Guyanese and Guyanese children are the drivers of the industry and the principal beneficiaries. For HGP Nightly News, Kingsley Bryan.